subscribing and being a part of this family. And if you're an old subscriber, welcome back, and I really appreciate you. So today is the 22nd of June 2021, and it marks 1 year since my mother passed away. I don't intend for this video to be an emotional video in any way whatsoever, because I want anyone to be able to watch it, So guys, on the 22nd of June 2020, I lost my mother to, she was diabetic and she also had high blood pressure. So we lost her. And I remember for a moment after my mom passed away, I was confused, I was in denial, I had a lot of questions. I didn't know what was going on with me. I had all these emotions inside of me, and I didn't think anyone understood what I was going through. So I took it upon myself to go to the internet and start reading about grief, because I felt like something was not right with me, So I just went to the internet and started reading more about grief. I started looking for communities or groups on Facebook, on Instagram, of people who have gone through a similar situation, people who have lost someone, so that I can be a part of that group. I felt like if I joined a group of people who have gone through the same, they could understand me better. I mean, I have family and friends who were there the whole time, but I felt like they didn't know exactly what I was going through. Yes, they could have been affected by the death as well, but we were all affected in different ways. And for that reason, I went into a very bad state, if I can say, a very bad state of grief that I'm very sure led into depression and stuff like that, and fatigue. It wasn't an easy time, and up until now I am still healing. I can't say I am over it and I'm okay now and stuff like that. Yes, I still feel sad, I still feel the pain, and I need you to understand. If you've lost a parent, you probably have clicked on this video because you've lost someone and you just need answers. You just need to talk to someone. You just need someone to listen to someone, basically. I'm here to tell you that it is okay. It is valid for you to feel whatever you're feeling. It is valid for you to feel all the emotions that you're feeling, the sadness, it is all okay. It is normal, for you to feel the way you feel. I know that the loss of a loved one is the most stressful event in our lives and can cause a lot of emotional drainage or emotional crisis. And like I said, when it happens, you may experience a lot of emotions. Even when the death was expected, you expected the death would come. You saw this person sick for a little while or for a long while. In my case, my mother was sick for almost a year. She was in and out of the hospital, and we never saw a significant change. So, I mean, we reached the point where the doctors advised us to make her comfortable. So yes, it was at the back of my mind, but at some point, I still had the belief, the trust that she's going to get better, the trust that she is going to beat the sickness and get back home, and things will get back to normal and she'll be strong again and all that. But well, it never happened. So yeah, it happens like that even if sometimes you already knew that this person could pass away, you still have this hope, you still have, but then when they pass away, the emotions are never different because the person died unexpectedly, or because we already knew she was going to pass. The emotions stay the same. You've lost someone, you understand? You've lost a parent, you've lost a friend, you've lost a brother, you've lost a child, you understand? You've lost someone very important to you, someone very close to you, you understand? Yeah. Initially, someone will feel numbness, but then again, there is no order to grief. There is no order to how you feel when someone dies. I know that with me, there was denial. I just didn't want to believe that my mother was gone, you know. So I had a lot of denial within me that I said, up until now, let me tell you the truth, I could still be living in denial. I mean, I know she's dead, but I keep telling myself, maybe she's somewhere and we've just taken a while without talking, and one day she's going to call, like I'm gonna pick my call, I'm gonna pick my phone, and it is her, and she'll be like, hello, I've not heard from you for a little while. So the denial was there. Well, there was also a lot of disbelief, confusion, shock, sadness, anger, and guilt. I felt very guilty when my mom passed away. I felt like, how could she, how could I not do something about it? You understand? Like, maybe if I had taken her to another hospital, maybe if I had, a lot of maybes, or I had a lot of guilt where I kept asking myself, maybe it is something wrong that I said. Maybe if I was in the hospital with her and I had said the right things to her, maybe she couldn't have died, So there was a lot of guilt, involved with the whole thing. So yeah, there is guilt that comes with grieving. So you will feel numb, you'll feel guilt, you'll feel confusion, there'll be denial, there'll be all those things. But now, 1 year later, I know that these feelings are normal, you understand? And that they are part of the grieving process, I don't want you to deny yourself the whole process of grieving, of mourning, of letting it out, let it out. If you need to cry, cry. If you need space, tell the people around you, give me a few minutes, I need space for myself, I need time for me, I need me time, because it's necessary. You cannot just jump over this stage and expect everything to be normal. You understand? A lot of people will expect you to get back to normal. I mean, people will be like, it's already a week and she's already buried, and people will get back to their normal lives. By the way, people get back to their normal lives very fast, very fast. And then you, the person who has lost a close person, it's you who is going through all these things, and it's you who understands what it all is. So it is very normal for you to ask people to give you some me time, Tell them I need some few minutes all by myself. But it also doesn't mean you should go and cover yourself up and not talk to anyone, and because it will take you in a bad place, Mental health is also very important during the time of grieving, okay? We also live in a society where death is a subject that is ignored, avoided, you understand? So it is really hard for someone who has lost someone to feel like they can talk freely, unless you have siblings and you're going through it together and stuff like that. But other than that, it's a very hard thing to just start talking to people about how you feel, a week later, a month later, a year later. You just can't find someone and you begin telling them, oh, you see, I feel this way. And people never ask. People never ask how you're doing. This is very hard for me to talk about meanwhile. So, okay. So, how do you live with grief? How do you deal with grief? The first thing, the one most important thing that I am personally going to share is that you should learn to accept the grief. Accept to go through the emotion. You understand? Yes, it takes longer for some people because we don't all heal at the same time, and unfortunately, there is no given time for the grief to end. You understand? Or for you to start feeling better, you understand? There is no given timeline. We all heal in different ways. There are people who it takes a month and they get back to normal. Like, There are people who it will take a year. There are people it will take forever. There are people who will never heal. You understand? But how do you take yourself through this process? You understand? Accept it. Go through the emotions, you know. And one day, hopefully, one day, you'll feel much better. Another thing is that you should understand what your religion, you understand, what your religion says or preaches about grief, about loss. You understand? For me as a Christian, I always turn to the Bible. You understand? I always turn to the Bible to get some inspiration, to get some hope, to get hope basically, you know. So you should have a place, you know, that you feel safe, a place that you feel if you went to that place, you will get your answers, you will get the answers that you need, and it helps during the grieving time. It helps you to have a more settled mind, for you to believe that this person that has passed away is in a better place. You understand? So yeah, for me, another point would be to know your religion's stand on grief and death. You understand? Well, another one would be seek out caring people. It could be in terms of friends or relatives, or it could be a group of people that you can talk to, a group of people that are willing to listen to you. Because when you are going through the time of grief, because I have been there, I know that you just need people to talk to. You need to talk to someone a lot. You know, you need someone that can say, you can cry on my shoulders. You understand? So look out for caring people. Look out for those people. They are always there. There are always people who are willing to hold your hand, people who are willing to cry with you. You understand? So look out for them. It helps. For that moment, it truly helps. So yeah, you always find them amongst your friends, among your relatives. There are support groups. Look for support groups, people. I tried to look for support groups within my community, but I didn't find any. But I would have loved, even up until now, I would love to join a support group, a group of people that are going through the same thing as I am going through. Because one thing I have realized is that it is easy for people to say, oh, we feel your loss, or it's very sad and stuff like that, but they do not understand the real emotions that you're going through. So that is when I say, find a support group, find a group of people that understand what you're going through, people that are going through the same thing as you, or people who have gone through the same thing as you. They would understand you better. You understand? Another one would be express your feelings. You understand? Let the people around you know how you feel. You understand? Because if you keep quiet, people will just assume you're fine, and deep inside you, you're dying, and you are not fine. And like I said, your mental health is very important during that time, because when you're grieving, you are basically in a position where you can easily get sick. You can easily, if you have a medical condition, you can worsen it during that time. You understand? So talk to people about your feelings, express yourself, let them get to know what is running in your mind, what you're thinking about. Okay? Okay. Well, another one is that take care of your physical and mental health. Eat well, take enough rest, do your exercises. If need be, seek help from a doctor or a counselor. You understand? Look for someone in the society, seek for professional help. You understand? If the need is there, you know, if you reach a point where you are so depressed, you can't get out of your bed, you can't eat anything, you have suicidal thoughts, because it happens as well, seek medical help. You know, don't go to your bed and cover yourself day in, day out, day in, day out. You can't get up to eat, you can't get up to sleep, to drink, you can't get up to bathe. You understand? You don't want to talk to anyone, your phone is off. Seek medical help. You know, if it gets to that stage where you feel like, I cannot handle it anymore, don't resort to substance abuse or alcohol abuse. Don't. It won't help you. As a matter of fact, it could worsen the situation for you. You understand? Yeah, so that. Well, another thing that I would say is that you should learn to be patient. Be patient. It takes time for us to start accepting the death of a loved one. It takes time. I mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. It's shorter for some people, it's longer for some people, but all in all, you start to feel better eventually. So be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Don't rush yourself. You understand? Don't rush yourself. Be patient with yourself. Treat yourself with love and care. It will be well. Okay? If someone you love has lost someone, you can grieve with them. You know, you can help them feel much better about themselves. You can help them feel much better about the situation. You understand? So, yeah. If you follow these steps, you can do these things to make your loved ones feel better. I made some notes so that I don't get to forget these things. So I'll read from my notebook because I jotted down a few points for you. So my very first point is that if someone you love and care about has lost a loved one, share the sorrow with them. Allow them, encourage them to talk about their feelings of loss and share memories of the deceased. You understand? Allow them to talk about whatever is going on, you know. Encourage them to talk about their feelings. Encourage them to share the memories of the deceased that they have. You know, it helps with the grieving process. Number 2, don't offer false comfort. It doesn't help the grieving person when you say it was for the best or you'll get over it with time. It doesn't help when you have to say that. Or, just offer a simple expression of sorrow and take time to listen to them. You understand? So those comments of, it was for the better. Yes, it could have been for the better because the person was sick and you could see that they're in pain, but you don't have to say to them at that moment. You understand? It is more painful for them to listen to you, tell them it is for the better, because now a lot of questions come up. Why? Why did they have to go at this time? There are other people who are sick like them. There are other people who have the same diabetes and high blood pressure, but they are still alive. You understand? So you should, instead of talking much, give a listening ear. Listen more. Encourage them to talk. Encourage them to share their memories. Give a listening ear. It is more important than making comments and remarks and, you understand, and false comfort. Number 3, I would say offer practical help. Practical help in terms of babysitting, cooking, running errands for them, or even just taking off time to sit with them, and watch a movie or do something together. You could go for a walk with this person, you could cook together. Just take your time off to offer physical help, practical help. It helps a lot for someone who is going through a hard time after losing a loved one. Number 4, I say be patient. Remember that it can take a long time to recover after a major loss. Make yourself to talk. Understand? So be patient. I already said that. Be patient with this person who has lost someone, who has lost a loved one. Be patient with them. Understand? Understand that they are not going through something normal. You may never understand what they are going through at that moment, but it's really painful, it's really hard. So yeah, be patient with them, listen to them and all that. My number 5, I said encourage professional help when necessary. Don't hesitate to recommend professional help when you feel that the person is experiencing too much pain to cope alone. Those are my 5 points that I jotted down. Sometimes you as an individual, you may think, this is too much for me to handle, or this person is becoming this person is starting to hurt themselves in the process of the grieving, you know, because like I said, we all get different emotions, you know, we all go through these emotions differently, you understand? So it's always good to you basically use your instinct, hurting themselves. They are going through something that is quite extraordinary, something that you cannot handle. Recommend professional help, you know, talk to doctors, take the person or talk to the person to see a professional or stuff like that. Encourage them to see a professional. It helps, you understand? They will recover in due time. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. I know I've not spoken about a lot of things. I didn't want this video to be a very emotional video, but I still wanted it to serve a purpose. I wanted it to get to someone that needs to hear this. You understand? I needed it to get to someone that needs to know that losing a loved one, yes, it comes with a lot of grief, a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, but you can still live in the present. You understand? You can still live in the present. You can still love yourself. You can still pray for this person. You understand? You don't have to ever forget about the good memories that you had with the person. You know, share these memories, keep this person's memories alive, you know. So with that, I would love to say thank you once again for watching this video. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I will appreciate that a lot. Like the video as well. Share the video with someone who you think might need to hear this. You understand? God bless you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.